Alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Alright, so this is what panic looks like. I'm just going to play you this series of videos that were taken as part of a recent interview. And this guy is all over the place. I don't think he knows what to do anymore. He can't surrender because the people round about him will kill him. He's got a peace plan, but he doesn't call it a peace plan, it's called the victory plan. And the victory plan / peace plan means that even though Russia has lost hundreds of thousands of people, and he's lost hundreds of thousands of people, Russia is to just leave. And the way that's going to happen is if everybody gets together, everybody except Russia gets round a table and says, look Russia, stop. You must stop. And that's the victory plan. The other thing he's saying, he's offering Ukraine, this guy is offering his country to the West as a resource. He's telling them, not in this interview but in previous interviews, he's telling them that you can, look, we'll share the resources, you know, we'll share all the resources. They've got trillions, maybe $12 trillion worth of resources. Unfortunately for him in the West, the land that Russia's now seized is actually where all those minerals, coal, you know, lithium, all that stuff, all those minerals are. The bit that's left to him now is farmland. You know, the big joke is that way back 2 years ago, Russia practically agreed the peace terms when they wouldn't have had any extra land. But somebody came in later on and went, no, you can't do that. Guess who that was? That was us, right? We'll give you all the arms you need. Don't worry. Just keep fighting. Well, there's no more people left. I saw a video the other day of there's this group that go about. They're called the TCC, and they are basically grabbing people off the street. I saw them grab a woman in a video recently. I'll see if I can find it and include it. They grabbed a woman and threw her in the back of the van, and she's getting sent to the front. They're saying that they're going to pass laws where 12 to 14-year-olds can get conscripted into the army. I mean, this is very, very like the end of the German Reich. And we're putting kids and really old folk on the front line. That's where we're going with this. And the West, the Europeans have went all in on this. They can't go back on what they've done. They can't admit they've made a mistake. They can't admit that they should have been talking to Russia rather than egging this guy and his army on to fight Russia. In Russia's backyard, how could you possibly think you can beat Russia in Russia's backyard? I mean, it's ridiculous. Russia has always had escalatory dominance in that area. Nobody's going to get there unless you want a nuclear war, and that's just a fact, right? That's why they're no there. Let's just give them guns and get them to fight. It's never going to work. Russia now has got 1 million strong army. They never had that many people in their army. Now they're the most battle-ready and battle-hardened army in the world. Anyway, let's get on with this, and you'll kind of see the kind of panic, I think, in this guy. He's all over the place, complaining about this, that, and the other. Anyway, take a look and see what you think.
When a lot of countries began to support victory plan, you see what's going on now in media, they said that Ukraine wanted a lot of missiles like Tomahawk and etc. But it was confidential information between Ukraine and White House. How to understand these messages? So it means between partners there is no any confidential things. This is the second, and the third. So, I mean, what we will do if 100,000 of North Korean soldiers will come? If they will come on our territory, what we will do? What West will do? What Russia? What United States will do? So there's a lot of questions, a lot of rhetoric, and less steps, strong steps of leaders. About North Korea, what information we have, and for us it's a fact. And I know that there are some partners who are very skeptical that North Korean soldiers on the ground, but it's their problems. We have real problem. We are in the face of this war, and not only one country against us. So North Korean soldiers are already on the territory of Russia, already preparing for fight, already 3,000 of soldiers with officers and with generals. That information what we have. Preparing that country for the winter, which is crucial, which is big challenge, very big challenge for us, because it will be the third winter with blackouts, with everything. So this is the problem. And then you said what to do, for example, when Russia gains or something, some steps forward on the east. This is the same. You do your job, you count on reserves, you count on special brigades, you count on such equipment, and if you've got 10% from all the package, been even voted already. You know that it's not funny, but it's but the Congress voted. It's not a question of money. It's also always the question with bureaucracy or logistic, with ideas or with skepsis, with this weapon is good, this weapon is bad, this we will give you, this is not, this is cross of red lines, this is what Putin reaction will be, So when you say, for example, but what to do is just to survive, to live, to fight. Of course, thinking first of all about people and then about the lands. And that's why they have steps forward. Because when I've got the information so that on one direction the number of people or troops 1 to 8. And of course the signal is to stay. It means to die or to make some steps on more, higher points and etc., and to control it and to save lives, of course, go back, guys. Save soldiers, save people. This is real, this war, how it looks. Russia thinks that they are very strong, but if we wanted to occupy their nuclear station, we did it. We could do it, but we never wanted. We never, because we understand what does it mean. That we will be the same as Russia. We are not occupying their critical infrastructure, like they did with the Zaporizhia nuclear station.
How dare you?